Hey guys, this is Nick Ledorf. How you doing? This is episode 81 of Off the Clock. I've done so far this year. I've done 81 live videos in a row, trying to do 365. So that's my goal. And I caught on the story on Friday about this guy Rick Martin, who's a self-proclaimed constitutional lawyer, and he appeared in a court about a mile away from my office right now. And it turns out he's not an actual lawyer. So he ended up going to jail, and someone that he advised, the owner of a bistro here in Michigan, Marlena's Bistro and Pizzeria, took some advice from this guy, and she ended up going to jail on Friday as well. So I wanted to share some video that I found from Marlena's Facebook page, where she has like some sort of, I guess, strategy session with this Rick Martin guy, and then we'll watch that. And then I also found a video on Rick Martin's constitutional law group website, where he gives a talk at Marlena's Bistro as well. So I'm going to try and share my screen with you guys, and then we'll listen to old Rick Martin give a talk. Someone who says he's a constitutional lawyer, but is not an actual lawyer. So here we go.
The prosecution's case, and I will destroy. This is a monumental moment right now. I want them to be aware that what's going to come down is there's junk science by CDC, a for-profit corporation that we filed lawsuits against, and 42 governors is about to come into head in this small little courtroom via Zoom. Because we've worked too hard since March to watch our republic crumble under a Chinese communist regime. And that's not some stupid hick. That's a man that's put more judges, more prosecutors, and corrupt police officers and politicians in prison than anybody else. All they have to do is look up our record with the Constitutional Law Group. Got me? This is about ready to come to a head for America right now. This is about ready to come to a head. This long-haired hippie cowboy knows more about the law than they can imagine. And I want them to hear that. I want them to rattle in their boots. Because once I'm on the stand and I start, and you ask me the questions and let me lead into it, you got that, right? You let me lead into it.
Yes, Rick.
If there's an objection, I want to know what the objection is, because I'm not talking junk science by a for-profit corporation under Fauci, who should be in prison right now, along with Bill Gates. I didn't spend $400 filing fee on 42 governors if I didn't know what I was talking about. Our mass tort claim has teeth. Dr. Martin and I did not work on this that hard. Just let it go. Because be aware, the American people are going to stand strong. All right? I'm going to mute myself, but I'm giving fair warning to anybody that's listening. We have the evidence. You don't. You took the oath of office. We didn't. Actually, I did when I was the 75th Airborne Ranger Special Forces Lieutenant. We realized what corruption was through my government. And I grew my hair long and I put on a cowboy hat. Now I'm coming back. Constitutional Law Group has been coming at you for a long time. Keep that in mind. I'm going to mute myself.
Please do.
Thanks, Rick. You're my hero. God bless America and all the Americans.
All right. Well, that was the video from Marlena's Pizzeria and Bistro from back in February of this year. And, unfortunately, we know what happened now, because March 19th, she went to jail along with Rick Martin. A lot of wild stuff in that video from Rick Martin, huh? There's a Chinese government conspiracy. We're part of a Chinese government, Chinese communist government. I don't know what he said. You can watch the video, whatever nonsense that was. Also, that he can't wait to be put on the stand. And I put a link into the description of the video when he went to jail on Friday. He's not saying, not talking like that in courtroom, in the courtroom in front of Judge Aquilina. He put his foot in his mouth and he ended up going to jail. So I'm just pissed off because I'm a lawyer and I actually kind of had to go to law school to learn all these kinds of things. But apparently he thinks that he can just come up with some sort of way to quote to misquote a case about the Sixth Amendment. He calls it everyone has the right to assistance of counsel. So then what he does is he says that he can appear as assistance of counsel and circumvent basically every state's requirements to be a practicing member of the respective state's bar association to practice law in that state. So, and we've seen that doesn't work because he ended up going to jail because he filed an appearance with the court, and then that didn't work. Judge Aquilina was not having that. So there's a link to that video in the description as well. This is the second video I want to play for you is his talk that he gave at Marlena's Pizzeria and Bistro, who's the person that he was advising. Again, not a lawyer. He's not a lawyer, so I don't know how this is not the unauthorized practice of law. So hopefully someone will investigate that has the authority to do so and determine if there's any charges that need to be made. But to me, it seems pretty clear. But what do I know? I'm just a lawyer. So, all right, this is the video from Rick Martin's Constitutional Law Group site. So I'm going to play that for you guys. Let's see, make sure I share the audio. Here we go. See that? All right. So this is his video. Let's hear Rick Martin talk. This is again before he went to jail. Again, he went to jail on Friday. So here we go.
I started the Constitutional Law Group back in 1996 when I found the corruption that is going on in the courthouse. The corruption is so insanely huge. People are going to prison for crimes they never committed, and it was my duty when I was attacked by a system that I knew nothing about to start learning about that system. I've spent over 30,000 hours in law study. And when we came together, all of us studying law, it was about self-help, teaching others how to defend themselves against a corrupt court system. And it's our duty as a people to hold our public servants accountable for their crimes against humanity. And the prison system is nothing less than human trafficking. And what I found, it's a bonding system. I'm not going to get too far into that. What I'm going to get into is I've seen firsthand the child trafficking that goes on in these courts, family courts, the CPS workers. I've literally put more judges, prosecutors, dirty politicians in prison than anyone else in this nation. And I never went to law school. I learned this on my own, and I found out what the Bar Association was. The Bar Association stands for British Accredited Registry. Each one of them is an esquire under the crown.
Not true. That's absolutely not true. And I've seen this on a lot of these sovereign citizen websites. That's not accurate whatsoever. I mean, I don't know where this came from, but that's just not true. And the guy says he spent 30,000 hours studying. He could have been a lawyer 3 or 4 times over. And then I wouldn't have any issue with what he's saying. But what I have a problem with is him holding himself out as a constitutional lawyer. And then people like that woman who we saw in the video is like, Rick, you're my hero, takes his advice, and she goes to jail. And he goes to jail for contempt of court. Now, let's see if he gets charged with unauthorized practice of law, because I don't know, it's pretty clear what happened. If you especially look at that video, that we just watched on Facebook that she posted on her Facebook business page, that she's listening to this guy and they're strategizing about what's going to happen at this hearing. So let's go on. I'm going to try not to interrupt, but it just pisses me off. So, all right, here we go.
The original 13th Amendment would not allow anyone to hold a position in government if they took an oath to a foreign nation. They're all esquires for the British Crown. That's one step under a knighthood. These people are the ones that have corrupted our judicial system and are denying us justice. The Bar Association established itself August 21st, 1878. The Bar Association became incorporated in 1909 in Chicago, Illinois, and then spread through our nation like a cancer cell. We the people have the right to defend ourselves. Under the Sixth Amendment, we have the right to assistance of counsel. You don't have a right, if you read the Sixth Amendment, you do not have the right to a bar attorney. You have the right to assistance of counsel. And that assistance of counsel can be a bean picker. It doesn't matter, as long as that's who you feel comfortable with as your assistant. Now let's talk about the scamdemic that's going on. Dr. David Martin and myself put together a mass tort claim. They shut down Texas March 19th on my 50th birthday. Not a good idea. I had a restaurant and bar leased out for 120 of my friends to celebrate my birthday. I never even got my deposit back. We put together a mass tort claim that I personally reached in my pocket and paid the $400 filing fee.
Who else would pay it? Who else would pay the filing fee if you're going to file something in court? And, you know, what's funny is that March 19th is his birthday, and March 19th is the day he was sentenced to jail in Judge Aquilina's courtroom. So it's kind of ironic, but this is just nonsense about, like, what did you think that the government's trying to keep him from celebrating his birthday? No, we're in the middle of people dying, and we're trying to keep this as safe as possible and trying to respond in real time to a pandemic where people are getting sick and dying. And this guy decides that he's going to try and capitalize on it. And I don't know what he's getting paid, if he's getting paid by this lady that eventually went to jail, but hopefully not, because yeah, I guess you get what you pay for. I'm gonna play a couple more minutes of it, but yeah, you know, this is ridiculous.
To go against every one of these governors that was pushing these false edicts. See, edicts and mandates are not law. For a law to become law, it must be voted on by legislation. This was never voted on. The people never asked for these mandates. They never asked for government protection. They just put it on ourselves, okay? And what I explained in the very beginning when I saw this scamdemic going down is this is nothing less than a Trojan horse to bring in the economic collapse of America.
Yeah.
And for us to follow these mandates is nothing less than economic suicide. And those that do stand up, they're being crushed because we have law enforcement that doesn't realize that they are nothing less than cannon fodder for a corrupt government. And we the people have to stand strong like Marlena's doing, like Bob the Barber's doing, like over 20,000 businesses that we've opened up across the United States. It's up to we the people to stand strong. And we need to start holding public servants accountable for their crimes against humanity. And if we do this and we all stand united, we can take back, this is a golden opportunity, by the way, to take back our republic, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all, not just Costco's, not just Walmart, all of us. Small Business America is the foundation and the fabric of America. We got to get away from corporatism. Who benefited when mom and pop's hardware shop shut down? Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart. All these corporations benefited because you shut down mom and pop. What happened with mom and pop? They went bankrupt because they believed they were doing the right thing. We have all the evidence in our mass tort claim showing that this was a scam and it had been planned out. We go now all the way back to 1999.
Whoa.
We can show with evidence
Wow.
that this scamdemic was well planned out, well thought out, and the fact that our economy was booming and small business America was growing, unemployment was going down. They had to stop Donald Trump in his tracks because we already know he got the other 4 years. We already know he got the vote. Here you've got Joe Biden, who can't even fill a driveway with people other than reporters, and you've got Donald Trump filling stadiums. It's common sense, folks. It's common sense.
So
Now, these small businesses,
So-
we need to support.
this was a plan that was started in 1999 that was to keep Donald Trump from succeeding, I guess. That's what I just heard him say. So that's wild. You had me at like, there was some kernel of reality, which is, yeah, small businesses really suffered. But then when you try and extrapolate that to make that the government is trying to crush small businesses, I don't see that that's the case at all, because the small businesses are getting loans to be able to help keep open. So I guess from Rick Martin's point of view, that they are then giving over collateral to do that, and then hoping that they're going to fail, and then they're going to have to, yeah, I don't know. This is that's interesting. I don't want to give too much more to old constitutional lawyer Rick Martin, but I guess he's going to have to prosecute that. Have to prosecute that mass tort claim from behind bars at this point. And I guess this will just be one more part of a conspiracy to get after him, I guess, because he's, in his opinion, and some of the stuff I've read on his website, that he can practice law because he's the assistance of counsel. So, which isn't accurate, and we saw it play out. And I hope people decide not to take any advice from somebody like this. Yeah. Anyway, so that's just pisses me off watching this nonsense. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I'll be back with episode 82 tomorrow. And thanks always for subscribing. I hit 1,200 subscribers this morning. So thanks so much for supporting, and make sure you subscribe and click on the notifications so when you see me do another video. Sometimes I don't know when I'm going to be able to do it, just because I got court meetings and stuff, so I try and fit it in throughout the day. But thanks again, everybody. I appreciate all of you, and